Well, here we are on the legendary Sleeping Warrior stage. George, this is always the one that's perhaps the most anticipated during the event.
Absolutely, Colin, and it's just for one reason alone. The rain. It's always rained on this stage at some point during the rally, and it's given us massive turnarounds and massive excitement.
Well, I'll tell you what, just take a look over there. That is very much rain clouds that are heading our way. So what are we going to do? We're going to take a drive into the stage, and I fully expect to see some puddles, some mud, and perhaps some very heavy showers. Let's head to the car, George, and we'll get going. George, 8 or 9 Ks through the stage, and it was quite incredible. Started off dry, we could see the rain coming, but it rapidly changed the dynamics of the stage, didn't it?
Absolutely, Colin. The car went from perfect traction on an asphalt-like gravel surface, polished because it has rained before they're dried, polished up, to unbelievably slippery, without any rain, very much rain being on it at all. It was quite surprising. Obviously that would clear with the first car because underneath that is actually dust.
It's incredible, isn't it?
It is absolutely amazing, but so slippery, slow immediately. We were driving an old Land Cruiser and we were completely sideways. 1 kilometre back there, water was running down the road. It's only just sprinkled here. Now, we'll go around the next few corners. We come back the way back round that way. We'll come back into the rain, Colin.
You've come round the corner. It's only a slight corner, but you can see in front of you. You think, yeah, it's a straight line. You get to here, George. What do? The temptation is to cut here, but look what's waiting to catch you on the angle there. So you're deciding on the line, George. You decide you're going to take the wiggle. Yep. Someone in front of you. Look at this. But just look how loose that is.
It is, yeah. And these ones are more solid. They're solid, and that's a proper little volcanic outflow.
Wow. This is minor compared to some of the potential hazards that we see out alongside the route, on the routes of the Sleeping Warrior stage. It is going to be fascinating, particularly if we get the kind of weather that we've seen in the last hour here. The thunder is still rumbling. The rain is coming down. My goodness me though, when it comes down properly, watch out. This is unusual. They come out of the scrub here, and that is the track going one way. We're on the track going the other way. It's very possible we'll see rally cars going in opposite directions, separated by, 20 metres, 25 metres?
Less even than that, Colin. It's remarkable.
We talk a lot about the Sleeping Warrior stage, and one of the things that we talk about every year is the rock garden. Yeah. And it's just one of those remarkable, it's almost like African safari rallies of old, where you're picking a line through rocks. Unfortunately, we're seeing plenty of rocks, but that real rock garden section's gone.
It has gone, but it's been replaced by a little one here, but the road surface has been treated correctly. They've created a road, but the characteristic of the new bit, about 1 kilometre of new bit, is incredible. It's so twisty, such precision required, Colin. 1.5, 2 metre high rocks right at the side of the road, and they're not nice smooth rocks, they are jagged. They're the pumice type thing, but harder. Wicked on the car.
And George, you don't have to be carrying too much speed for those rocks, for that jeopardy at the side of the road. To use one of your words, it can be catastrophic. It's not just talking punctures, we're talking about suspension damage, we're talking about your retirement-inducing incidents.
Yes, instantly pulling a wheel off the car.
At low speed.
Yeah. Wheel off the car, second gear.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it? It really is. It is such a challenge at the Sleeping Warrior. This extra section, it's interesting. A little bit more to go. What we're going to do, we're going to follow those boys and girls and head towards the end of the stage. George, it really has been the defining stage of the rally since we came back to Naivasha.
Absolutely.
This extra 10Ks they put in at the end, full of intrigue as well. What do you expect then, George? I mean, we're hoping that the Sleeping Warrior does wake up. I am thinking that even without the rain, with the ruts that we've got out there, even without the rain, this stage will be a
hazards.
defining stage. There's
Yep.
so much in there.
Yeah, in that earlier part of the stage, Colin, they're flat out in top gear. If it's dry and clean, they're flat out for kilometre after kilometre. And then slow nudgery, and then boom, another 1.5 Ks, a really tricky little bit, and then kilometre flat out again. It's just fantastic. And if that's wet, they might be in 5th gear, but I suspect they'll be doing 5 kph.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It gets
really
so slippy.
is. Well, we're looking forward to this,
Yeah.
folks. You can tell how much we're looking
Oh,
forward to
yes.
it. It is one of the most beautiful places on the whole of the route, one of the most challenging stages, the Sleeping Warrior stage. We've seen an awful lot in here today. Fascinating, folks. It's all to come on Safari Rally Kenya.